Hello and welcome to Learn One Soul. In this episode, I will show you how to programming for Qbot so that you can use infrared remote controller to control the movements of your Qbot. First, we can double-click the icon and open the software. You can say this is the interface, so just click Qbot from the list. If you click the Qbot, you can say there's a tick in front of it. And now let's transfer to Arduino mode under Editing Options. And you can see there are a lot of scripts on the left side. And this is the code on the right side. So you can drag the module to the middle section to program for your Qbot. Now we can click this button and find the We Make program. This is a very necessary icon because you need to use this icon in every program of your Qbot. If you look at this part, there are two magnifying glass. The first one with minus sign and this one with plus sign. So what are they used for? It has the ability to stepwise zone out and zone in. For example, if you click this button, you can see the icon become larger. If you click this one, you can see the icon becomes smaller. So it's very convenient for you to adjust the size of this icon. And because in this episode we use infrared remote controller, so of course we will find infrared remote module from the list. You can see there are two modules. The first one is the on and off button is pressed, and this one is this button is long pressed. We need to use this module so we can drag this module to the position we want. But actually we need to use some word to connect these two sentences, so we can transfer to control options and use this module. You can say if then else this module and put this module beneath the We Make program, just like this. And we can put this module into this position and select two button. So you can see the program is if two button on the infrared remote controller is long pressed, then the Qbot will execute this situation. We want to make Qbot move forward. We can just click this button and find two motors module. You can say and put into this position. Actually, you can say the number one motor corresponds to the motor on the left side of Qbot, and number two motor corresponds to the motor on the right side of Qbot. So if we want to make Qbot move forward, we can change the speed of these two motors to positive value, because the negative value corresponds moving backwards. So we can change to the positive value just like this. And let's consider other situations. If two button is now long pressed, what will happen? We can just duplicate this module and put this module onto this position. So if our 8 button is long pressed, we can make our Qbot move backwards, and we can change the speed of this two motor to negative value. And let's consider other situations. If 4 button on infrared remote controller is long pressed, what will happen? We can make our Qbot turn left. Number 2 servo corresponds to the servo on the right side. So the speed of number 2 servo should be faster than the speed of number 1 servo, which is on the left side. We can change the speed of number 1's motor to 0 and change the speed of 2 motor to 50. Let's consider other situation. If 8 button is long pressed, we should make our Qbot turn right. In other words, the speed of number 1 motor should be faster than the speed of number 2 motor. Just like this. So if 2 button, 8 button, 4 button, 6 button are not long pressed, we can make our Qbot stop running and just duplicate 2 motor module to this position and change the speed of this 2 motor to 0. And in other words, Qbot will stop running. But actually, you can see the program will execute just one time. So we need to loop run this program. What can we do about it? Just click this control button and we can use this button, this one. This one is the repeat forever. We can put all these programs onto forever module and just put the forever module below the we make program. So you can see now this program is a loop run program, and in other words, it will loop run all the time. So we can save this program, this project to Qbot and name it as infrared remote control. Save it. Now we need to download this program to our Qbot. So we need to use USB cable to connect our Qbot to computer. And if you connected, you should select COM port from this list. You can say it represents the connection is successful. So now just click this button, upload to Arduino. And this program will upload to our Qbot. Okay, success. Now you can give it a shot to make some actions for your Qbot. And see you next time. See you.